Hi, this is Blaze. I'm the founder of Skid Row Photography Club. Today is a very special day. We're putting in windows with our friend here, Juli Lindsey, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she's doing with the photographs of the Skid Row Photography Club.
Hi, I'm Julie, and I am putting together the show in the windows on 5th and Main. And we've got a bunch of photographs done by photographers in the Skid Row Photography Club, and this is one of them right here, one of my favorites.
Tell us a little bit about it and why you like it so much.
Well, what drew me to it at first was this perspective down this empty, nearly empty street. It's got a really great blue tone to it and a moody feeling where you're alone on this street looking out. There's a few people out in the distance and some haze. All these buildings are blue, and you've got the water in the gutter reflecting the sky, and these posts and patches on the asphalt. And then I came over here and I was like, there's a trash can over here with a broom, and that's interesting. It's almost as if someone's been cleaning up. And then Blaze told me that in fact it is of
well, let me just chime in here for a moment and just hold a little more into the picture so they can see what this actually is San Julian and 7th Street. There are a number of missions on this particular street, and for 20 years or so, it was the dirtiest street in Skid Row. People camped out on there. It was just filthy. It was a rat's paradise. So some of our members, who are also part of the street brigade, got together. They got garbage cans and brooms, and they started cleaning this area every day for free. Got their little uniforms. I'm pretty certain daylong gave them some money for uniforms, green uniforms, and they come out with garbage cans. And what they did is they put a series of garbage cans all through Skid Row in particular challenging areas. For instance, the biggest challenges were that people would come down and feed the population but have no garbage cans. So yeah, they would feed them 100 at a time, then there'd be 100 people's worth of garbage. So they started putting out garbage cans besides just straightening it, and as a consequence, the people liked the change, the beauty, the cleanness of the street, until they followed suit and began to actually put the trash in the garbage cans. So that's what that piece is a representation of. This used to be the filthiest street in Skid Row. So Julie, also, let's go back to seeing your beautiful face. And so tell us a little bit about your company, Skid Row Housing, and what you find interesting about doing this particular project.
I think that it's a really great project in that it showcases the artwork done by people from Skid Row and their perspective, their vision. It gives them a sense of accomplishment, seeing their work out in the public, and the public can see where they're coming from and what they're about, what they're interested in. And at the same time, it shows another perspective in that Laura Kleinhans, the photographer that I work with, has taken these photographs of people who are in Skid Row Housing Trust residences, and so it also shows their faces and a little bit about their lives. We put together some series just of their daily activities, as well as some portraits of them. So you've got on one side these portraits of the people, and then on the other side the photographs that these people and people in the program have taken. And I think that will be a really great way for the community to just, at a glance see what this organization, Skid Row Housing Trust, does, and the people that they work with, and a little bit about the community here.
I also want to point out that a number of our members actually are residents of Skid Row Housing, like Lawrence Landry, Lance Shaw, General Jeff, a number of other people also, Leilani, whose work isn't here, but Leilani. So there are a number of people that actually are housed in the Rainbow and places like that. And so it's a joint effort and a real compliment to us. We began with just cameras and people not even knowing how to upload them. So now we have creditable photographers, and we're about to launch a new initiative and tell the story of Skid Row with our photographs, and eventually they too will go up in the window. And we began a new Photography Club at the Ann Douglas Center, where that's a women's and family program, so this will just be for the women side, and we have some photographers in there. They're getting ready to do some dynamic work also, and we're looking to share that little area in the near future just to show the representation of the heart of a photographer, someone behind the lens. So tell us one more time, if I don't know if you mentioned or not, the name of your company?
Docuvitae is who I work for. It's a photography studio, and we have partnered with Skid Row Housing Trust, and they are the owners of the building, and they're funding this project. And a little bit about Skid Row Housing Trust, I think that what they do is really great in getting, providing places for people on Skid Row for them to live. So Skid Row Housing Trust actually gives them the place to live so that they can move forward with those steps of cleaning up their lives and doing something productive, you know, with themselves. And so I think in that way it's very successful, and just, you know, the fact that they have a photography club is a really great thing, a creative way for them to express themselves. And, you know, I don't know how they'd be able to do it otherwise if they didn't have some sort of foundation first, and then a program that allows them and gives them the resources to do that.
Well, that's fantastic. I guess that's pretty much it for now. We're in our first day. What's the name of the gentleman over there working right now?
Alfred.
Alfred. So we have Alfred over there on 5th and Main on the corner. Right now he's putting the planks and painting them, and we're about to assemble. And Julie has been putting all the little pictures out and making a decision on which ones will go with what. So look forward to it. Probably have some of the pictures at the end of this little short video of documenting a very major event coming to Main Street that represents the people of Skid Row and what they see from behind the lens. Blaze out. On behalf of Dave Bullock and the members of Skid Row Photography Club, we'd like to thank everybody involved in this particular effort. Thank you. Don't you just feel special?